So, hello again. Welcome back to Sure is Good. Today we are going to do something different. We're starting a whole new chapter. It's going to be called Egg Lovers. So, and we are going to be focused this month on making different dishes with egg, where the egg is like a primary part of the dish. So today in particular, we are going to make an egg omelet. It's going to have some vegetables in it, and it's going to be obviously delicious. So let's get started. Here we're going to have, I like to get my my veggies chopped up and mixed if wherever possible. It makes it a lot easier. So we're going to be using this mix of onions, green peppers, red peppers, and this one has some celery, but it's all chopped up really fine, so it doesn't really stand out. So it doesn't stand out or make it any kind of weird. And we're also going to add some chopped spinach. Okay. We're going to keep the seasonings very simple. We're going to stick with just adobo, some minced garlic, and cayenne seasoning. Cajun seasoning. Cajun seasoning. All right, we're also going to just use some Fiesta blend cheese, because what's an omelet without cheese? So we're going to, I'm going to use a small pan because it helps me control the size of the egg. I don't want the egg to get too big, wide, so I'm going to use a small pan to help control the size. And I'm going to turn on the fire and add a little vegetable oil to the pan. You add about a spoonful, that is good. Okay. All right, let's wipe that off. All right. Now that's heated up. I'm going to make sure it is distributed around the pan. Okay, let's get that all over the pan. Shake it up in there to get it all along the sides. Now, even though this is a non-stick pan, you know, a lot of times non-stick pans will stick, but I'm going to use this just in case. Now, I'm going to crack the egg and put it into the pan. I'm not going to scramble it before putting it in. As a matter of fact, so the first thing I'm going to do is make the vegetables. Open this. I'm not going to make a lot of it because you don't want to overwhelm. Just one frozen vegetables. I have one nugget of spinach, and I have just some veggies here. So I'm going right on the spinach. I'm going to season. This is where the seasonings come in, because I'm not going to actually put seasonings in the egg itself. So I'm going to put my seasonings just enough to cover them. You don't want to go heavy. You don't want to add more seasoning than you have ingredients. So just a little here. Okay. The flame is low. And just a little squeeze. Or a little spoon, not a spoonful, maybe a tip of a spoon of the garlic. I'm just going to mix this up. Mix this up until it's all cooked. Keep that spinach. So once the spinach is completely defrosted, and it's mixed, pretty well mixed in and blended in with these onions. I can actually even turn it off right now because I don't really need to cook more than this. You don't need it to be like, you know, heavily cooked. Okay, there we go. It's not heavily seasoned, but it is, you know, you can taste the seasonings. So put this on the saucer. Put it all in. Make sure this is now I'm going to add the egg. I'm just going to crack the egg, and I'm going to just drop the egg in. I'm going to turn the fire on low, and I'm going to use the same spoon and just kind of mix the egg up inside the pan. Doesn't have to be scrambled well. So the main thing here is to make sure that the egg can come away from the, you know, pan. It's not sticking to the pan. I'm just gonna let that cook up on the bottom for about a minute before I flip it over. I'm just gonna check it, make sure nothing is sticking. All right, I also break it open on the bottom just to let more of the egg yolk and stuff get to the bottom and cook before I try to flip it over, because I don't want this to stay in the pot too long before I flip it. I don't want it to be too well done before I flip it. Again, make sure nothing's sticking. And I'm going to use a spatula, which I don't usually do. I'm going to use a spatula to flip it over, just because I know not everybody can, you know, get that pan flip. So I'm going to try to get all of it in there, or as much as possible. What a mess. All right, so, and this is fine. Your egg kind of falls apart. It's absolutely fine. Okay, just put it back together the best you can. Oops, there we go. Because I'm going to turn the fire on now, right? Because I don't need it to cook much on the other side. Now I'm going to take my cheese. I'm not worried about it cooking. Fire's off. Right, I'm going to take my cheese and I'm going to sprinkle about a pinch of cheese just on one side of the egg. Just on one side. I'm going to add my veggies here. Make sure I get the veggies in on top of the cheese. You know, flatten that out. And this is not your traditional omelet, so it's not going to be all rolled up. But we're just going to do a flip over to make sure that it's covered. We just want it to be covered. So it's kind of like a stuffed egg as opposed to like omelets, right? Now I'm going to put this on my, I'm going to take it off here, and I'm going to put it on my saucer, and I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top. Sprinkle some cheese on top. Okay. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of I'm going to add just a little bit of pepper, just a light sprinkle of pepper, and just a light dusting of smoked paprika, a light dusting, very light. And I'm going to put this in the microwave. We're going to put it in the microwave for, let's put 15 seconds. Everything is already cooked, so you just really want to melt that cheese. Put our ingredients on. Okay, it's not inside it melted just fine, but I want to get that top melted a little more. So let's just I'm going to actually put a bowl on top of it. Lock in that heat, and I'm going to do another 10 seconds to lock that heat in and get that top melted. Okay, I'm going to take it out. That's hot. All right, take it out. Let's have a look. Okay, now let's give this a try. I want to make sure there's going to be veggies in every bite. The flavor is great. The veggies are perfectly cooked, and it's delicious. Not too much salt, not too much pepper. It's got a little bit of smoke on it from smoked paprika. And the best thing about it is these omelets can be cooked. They're quick, simple, and they can be eaten at any time of the day. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Okay everyone, thanks for watching. We're sure you will enjoy the recipes that we share with you. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so that you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. And make sure you always watch them all to the end.